you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. But I keep on falling. We're all searching for that open door. Show me proof that there is so.
Greetings, welcome to Alex. We're back with more Claas Lexion build. We kind of got the body somewhat together yesterday. Got to put more of it together, got to get the end done, a lot of other details. Let's go over to our ad spot and jump right in, shall we? Fingerprint, it's your place for custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts. If you like what I do, you definitely like what he does. He does custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts for my mocks and all other creators' mocks. Make sure to check them out, www.fingerprint.com. Take a look around, it's forms for me, and yeah. Enjoy that, and let's go on over to studio, shall we? Wait for that to load in, and there we go. Alright, sweet. So, I guess today, we just need to work on actually, like, putting together this wall of parts. Honestly, I think I almost just want to... No, that can stay. Have some stuff going on here that doesn't allow... Oh wow, we have actually a lot of stuff doing. I'm starting to think that maybe I want to get rid of this side of stuff, just because I think it'll make it easier. I just have one side to worry about, and then we can just kind of copy and mirror stuff to the other side. I think so. Oh, and that's colliding there. Oh wow, it's colliding in several places. I am colliding in just one place. That is several places. Yeah, and I can't go like that. What is that attached to? Oh yeah, it's attached to that. That's right. Actually, not even fully. Now look at it. I'm actually like attached to it. And maybe I do need to almost like completely delete one side here so I can... I think I just deleted that reference image back there, or something that was back there. Yeah, I need to crack this open so I can get kind of down in here. Of course, the position that this needs to connect to is, well, right there. Okay, view, show panels. There is not a whole lot of room to deal with this. I'm think there would be anything I could do to create more space, per se. Yeah, no. Kinda shucks. Nah, it has to be that bar. I don't think it can be anything else but that bar. I think that's basically set in stone, that it has to be this bar. I do think that I could probably wedge that part. There, okay, yeah, there's some silly stuff going on, and we're definitely gonna need a lot of silly techniques to get some of this connected, more or less. This, I think I can extend about too wide. Yeah. Kind of brings the connection point inwards. For some reason, some of these panel things aren't aligned. Well, that's an interesting conundrum. Are some parts just sticking out too much, maybe? It's the opposite problem. Okay, I guess I just need to get some stuff connected, so it starts aligning some things. So yeah, maybe this, some of this other stuff is just out too much. Yes, that's the correct one. There. Now it's more inwards. Okay. I need to focus on actually getting some things connected. So yeah, like I said, I think I can pinch that. It's gonna be a lot of freaking and weird things. Yeah, minifig neck bracket. Bodywear. Let's neck bracket at. Give me neck bracket, please. Thank you. Is that the full thickness one? I think so. Yeah, there's the full thickness one. As for over here, okay, so that's on there. And I can't go there. Okay, fine. Maybe I just need to do like a plate modified then with a clip. I don't think that'll get me anywhere closer to where I need to be, but hey, maybe it does something. I did not mean to grab onto that piece. Yeah. No, that doesn't quite work out either. Dang. Yeah, a lot of this is in some really incomprehensible spots. Yeah, I think this does have to go kind of face outwards. So somewhere here I have to have a stud connection here, which may or may not be just another bar connection, honestly. Actually, you know what? We could double that. Ooh, we could double it. Let's see, pneumatic. I need a pneumatic key. There. Does any of that alignment work? I think it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. So we can kind of use that somehow. But that opens up availability of connections for us, which I think is good. Definitely doesn't open up that connection for us. Jeez. How far does that need to move back? Never mind, I don't think that opens up anything for us. I don't know if this is either. I know we have some other... I think they're Mayfig weapons? We have some other bar parts that we could probably use right here. So at least the things are linked together. I wish there was a lot more solid connection going on, though. Nope, that doesn't work out. That feels almost like that could possibly work out. Question is, what degree does it work out to? Brick modified. Is that a plate? How close is that to a plate? Oh, okay. That's actually extremely close to being a plate. Okay, select by connected. You, and you. Yes, you. All of that, connect to that, and plop that into place. So technically now that should be fully where it needs to be because of that piece. I need to order a pack of these parts. I don't have a pack of them on me. Order a pack of those. Bricklink. That'll give me, hopefully, maybe enough of everything I need. Probably need to order multiple packs, though. There's so many useful parts that come in this pack. This 5,000 pack it is a very good pack. Okay, so now we have all this connected. I'm gonna actually do the executive choice of making that all pink, because it'll make it easier to copy and mirror it side to side if it's all pink for right now. And we can make it whatever color it wants to be. Maybe mostly black. Maybe I should build this model in mostly black. Okay. Yeah, there's so many complications going on here. Okay, so that sits like that. Good, good, good. You know what, let's, instead of here, put a brick modified. There we go. Because like that brick modified perfectly sits like that, and then we can also just put that like that. Yep. Okay, so that benefits us in multiple ways. So that was just a good idea right there in general. I don't think this is connected by anything? No, definitely not. Feel like I could. Okay, it needs to be 5 long. Why does it always need to be 5 long? Okay, well, at least we have a good amount of stuff here. Now for this. Actually, does the brick modified with 2 studs into the side? You come in lime. You do not come in lime. Dang it. I need something that connects to this thing. Can't use a brick modified. What about 2 wide brick modified? Do you come in lime? No, you also don't come in lime. Dang it! Does nothing useful come in lime? Grab onto that slope. Because there's nothing thin enough that'll fit there and grab onto that slope. So I basically need to have that. You know what? Plate modified. I'm sure that this clip has to come in line. Yes, it does. Perfect. We can at least use some of this to our advantage when trying to connect onto there. As for this part, definitely need something to grab onto it with. I think we can work on something here. It's important that I have this connect to something. And also this other part connect to something. So these are aligned, technically. So we could use copy, paste, another one of these. I think, maybe? Might not, I guess it won't, maybe isn't long enough. It isn't quite long enough. Okay, I need to actually have this connection tool to this, please. Is this actually a connection tool, like, onto there? Yeah, it is. Okay. And think about it. I might be able to Come on. You connect to there. Thank you. Okay, so that works. To get that joined onto there. Right, yeah, this is connected. A lot of this is connected here. So that's fine. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. That needs to go up one. Can I bracketize that? Oh, I can bracketize that. Perfect. Upwards bracket right there. Perfect. And of course, I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of this core once I copy and mirror a lot of my nonsense over. Yeah, I was thinking I could just like connect that up top using a bracket, but brackets facing opposite directions, they're a little bit too long, so they can't connect that way. Be nice to have something I could connect like vertically onto here. Yeah, there isn't really anything that I can do that. Fine. Just gotta figure out something else that could work. This one, actually, I could probably use it just to really actually... Yeah, wait, no, I think I might have it now. There we go. Tile round, here we go. Yeah. Plug the tile around right in there. It could be a spacer there. I don't... Yeah, no, it's like perfect. That was not really what I was expecting to be like so perfectly on there. Might actually be a thing where I don't even use. Actually, no, I should continue using the plate round with holes because they're the kind of the better plate round. Yeah, there we go. We can do that. Copy mirror. I need a brick, just a regular old brick. Act as kind of like a backing board. There we go. So now several pieces here are attached. No, I definitely need... Oops. That. So I need this. That's actually connected not to the right piece. That needs to be connected down there, please. Thank you. That can be that. Oops. Split that. Thank you. Oh boy. This isn't going to be another mess of ours. Because the only problem is that I can't go there on there. This has to go farther over. Dang it. Okay, so that's just gonna be a mess of plates then. Needs to go there. This needs to go there. That needs to go there. And I need a 1x1 tile. I'll be pissed. 1x1 tile. There we go. Well, we got our, at least some connections going here. Gotta work out a lot of this. A lot of this is just a lot of nonsense. Try and get connections and build things out. There's like a box, I think, that goes on this side. Oh, what? Copy mirror. Copy mirror, I said. Patch that like that. There we go. Alright, sweet. So yeah, just using that basically as like a double connection method adds like a whole ton of strength to at least this back part, which is very good. That's something I needed. Be able to connect multiple things here. And now it's just a matter of actually connecting up the rest of this. Is that a bracket? I think that's a bracket. So brick modified that to mean headlight brick. In the grand scheme of things, hopefully. I don't think that's headlight brick, isn't it? It's like shoved too far on there. Is probably gonna just have to be one of these bars. And then I need to definitely get maybe a more solid studded connection on the rest of this. Something we can actually do. So if I do that inwards, slap a bracket like that. So that's actually pretty good. I guess with this back plate here, one of the things I need to do is make sure that it has it needs a tile connection. Yeah, it's probably definitely a tile width. Between there and the body, it's hard to say. Is that even a tile width? I think that's a tile width. So it could be a tile and like half a plate, which it would make more sense, I guess, if this was just a bunch of bricks or whatever stacked. Actually, does a wedge brick come in lime green? You, my good sir, do you come in lime green, actually? You do. Oh. is actually a very great thing that comes in lime green. So that means that we can minimize the holes that are there by that being a lime green. Okay. Oh, that is now perfect. Hide that and hide that. Guess we don't have to worry about the connections of this right at the moment. But the rest of this nonsense, select by color, copy mirror, you have to kind of worry about this nonsense. So what all do we have to delete out? Basically anything that extends past this point, right? So that should make a perfect mirrored... Oh wait, no, there's a little bit more here. And it can't be that. Okay, but the rest of this I think is now fine. I guess select by color. And then just grab a few things to copy and mirror over to the other side. Actually start colorizing some of this a bit, which would be sweet. Okay, come on. Get on there. Thank you. There we go. Perfect. I don't think we need that, but we'll figure out what we need. But hey, we have actually like some actual connections. Okay, so select by color. It's gonna all be black. And then we just kind of gotta work through a lot of this on the side now manually and change it to lime green. Oh yeah, this is copy and mirror. Bring that in. Guess I gotta hide it for a second. Delete that. Color validator? Nope. Reset my list here. There we go. I can get my wedge brick back. Lime green. I know that it's not all can't be lime green. We'll fix some colors in the end. We're getting there. So now we just need to build out this tail end, which is all lime green. Actually, you know what? Keep that overlaid. Let's just do an actual manual move back. Yeah. So for the end, because of its... It has quite the bulbous roundness, doesn't it? Slope curved. These 1x4 curved pieces going to give me that kind of bulbous curve that I need. Probably not, honestly. What does Wedges have to say about that? You have this piece. I don't think that's gonna do everything for me though. I feel like the best way to build this is actually gonna be to build it vertically. Today going sideways. I think that's going to involve probably like one of these pieces for that upper curve, and then something like a wedge plate for the lower curve. Be pretty close to that, yeah. So yeah, we want this piece there. And I need something kind of round and bulbous-like. Oh, but I need like almost a plate in between, don't I? Or like a tile in between. There might be some sticker work that well, actually, there has to be sticker work anyways. That has to happen to some of this, but there may be some sticker work doing some stuff back here. It definitely does look like I need to have something for thickness in between. Yeah, like that. That looks like what I need to have happen. Oh, okay. I guess it's good that we have this here because I see that this part is fat all the way back to that ladder, which may or may not cause some issues. Plus we have this big thing coming down. I think it's mostly a chute. Yeah, it's mostly a chute. Mirror, split. Oh, this can't split in half? Oh. Question, does this new arch come in bright green? Nope, nope, I'm not even holding onto it. No, it does not come in any greens. Does that mean that this arch needs to be here? Hold on. Replace with something with a stud, please. Thank you. Is an arch the piece I was looking for? No. No, there was definitely some shaping kind of going on. Of course it doesn't come in lime. I don't know, it does look like I need to, yeah. Maybe I will just suck it up. And it'll just kind of be how the ending is. Except we'll push it back a little bit on either side. Stick that there, there, on bar. These two corner sides almost need to be just pushed back a little bit. Whether that's a plate or half a plate or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it'll push back. That kind of creates my roundness that I need for that rear end. Roughly. Some lights up here. Those lights need to be stickers. There's gonna be so many stickers. I can't escape it. so for the most part, I think what I need to do is kind of build out a structure. That's not connected to that. I was hoping it would sit on there. Well, I got 2x6 plate. No. Definitely has to go up a little bit. If you do like all of that. Hold on. I might have an idea. Well, I will have an idea here in just a moment. I'm working out the connections that I need to make in order to have a place to be able to connect out here. So either a tile or a... Oh, that's actually like a full studded in connection. Okay, that's fine. Now I could take a plate, probably a really long plate as well, stretch it out there. Is that that's more or less a bracket, honestly. Wait a minute. That middle section, at least. I think that'd be pretty close to just a bracket. A bracket stuck out there. Yeah, I think so. So then, oh yeah, I think it's, yeah, I want to say it's a plate difference between the edges. That's how they suck in so much. Hey, we're getting somewhere. I'm gonna drink my coffee here. Make sure that my brain is still going at full power. Yeah, so that's all good. We'll use some slopes here. Only slopes I can think of are those slopes. There's so many shapes going on here. My goodness. What if I did build this whole section, or most of it? Probably not like the core of it, but like good bit of this section, actually just using these wedge plates. I mean, we got so many things happening here. Like, we got this bit here that's happening. Good deal of nonsense going on at the moment. Could always sure it's more downwards. I guess that needs to be inwards a lot more, doesn't it? That. It helps. It helps a lot by having that. That's for sure. Just wondering how I could have that and still have this shape going on. This is hitting currently, so like that can't happen. One thing I need to do is have these actually attached on the inside. So maybe it'd be worthwhile to bring this back a lot more. Have a plate there. Get rid of these. Nope. Get rid of these two sides. Replace them now that we have some kind of bulk going on. And we have that wedge part coming down too that runs the stuff down below. Oh, there's so many complicated things. Yeah, I could probably have studs on top and that'd be like fine. Yeah, because that doesn't go like, that doesn't want to connect. Modified. You, my good sir, because I do believe you come in a lime green. Yes, you do. Okay, so that's at least some of it taken care of. With this connection, I'm just trying to think of what to do. Like, I don't think a hinge plate would be able to connect that. But maybe it would. Also, I don't know if hinge plates actually come in lime. Nah, see, that interfere, it goes inside of it too much. There's a very obvious offset. Ah, but maybe a hinge plate up top. Maybe that's the bit I'm missing. The hinge plate needs to maybe happen up top. It sticks up a little bit, but maybe we can hide or disguise it. But I mean, hey, whoa, it helps me get somewhere. Okay, question, does this hinge plate come in lime? Yes, it does. Sweet. It's, I guess it's mostly now, it's just gap filling time. Need a gap fill. A lot of things here. Yeah, that's not helping anything. I tried. I'm wondering, would a bracket maybe help? Bracket and then you, my good sir. Kind of, actually. Yeah, you know what? I'll accept that. Now, another thing, though, is I gotta actually... I still don't actually have a mount for this. Okay, so we do have space here. We have loads of space here. So that'll probably come to our benefit real fast. Because I think I need to do yet another bar trick. Somewhere in here. I might have to rip some stuff apart and redesign some bits. You know what? I think I definitely approve of some of this nonsense, though. Copy and mirror. Oh wait, this has a long extension on the other side, doesn't it? For the ladder. I mean, we can do things about that in a moment. I think I want to get this connection figured out. We're gonna backtrack some connection points. Of which, I think I might even backtrack that far. Like that seems insane to backtrack that far. But I think I need to do it. Yeah. So what if you attached some bits like that? Okay. At least, actually, you know what? This also gives me the benefit of actually being able to attach down below. Build out that chute looking thing. So yeah, this technique's definitely the way to go for that tail end there. I feel like this is studs off. Oh, now it's the plate off. Huh. I don't think we're getting anywhere though, still. I still don't think we're getting anywhere. Yeah. There is a lot of nonsense happening. Trying to go through my brain of techniques. I think I'm still hitting using a bar technique to grab onto it. I feel like I definitely need to move the bar technique inwards more though. See, this is where we're running into trouble. Is the fact that I need to move it inwards. Or you know what? If I can connect it off of here, that might work even as well. Yeah, bar technique won't work there. Trying to think of what I can get. Connect these parts together. And we still have this thing right there. Two little brick rounds probably do it. If they stop trying to connect weirdly, I think so. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking it. Two little brick rounds connected straight into this. This is anchored here, and it'll be anchored more up top anyways. And always do a lot for anchoring it more up top too. Why do I feel like something is off? That is because something is off. It needs to move downwards. Oh, okay. No, we have a major problem. And that's gonna involve deleting a lot of this. Okay, actually, because this is positioned correctly, a lot of this other stuff is not. Positioned correctly. So if I actually reset this and make sure that all this bit is connected to here. There we go. Okay, so now this should be positioned actually correctly. No weird merging of parts, no other strange things. Should be actually more or less fully connected now. Same with the thing on this side. I gotta remove these two pieces. Select by connected. Select. Gotta make sure that both ends. Oop. Right there. Copy mirror. Connection tool. Wrong point. Select by connected. Now I can remove all that. This black, that brick, and that bracket. Then I can oop, that's the wrong connection point again. Now I can connect that. And now everything is back to good. Hopefully. Yeah, doing this bit here. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out to do for this. As for this side, okay, so it retains it. Like, fully retains it. So I guess one thing, if we wanted to do, is just leave it alone. Is there anything going on there? There's kind of a slope there at the bottom. This side pokes out. Actually, you know what? I could keep that. Tile modified. Might be able to do something here. Actually, maybe not. That, and I more or less just need to put a plate in like a full brick and a tile. Brick, full brick, and I need like a 2x4 tile. Because this works out for us nicely. Lime, please. Thank you. Yeah. We can figure out the handrail in the ladder later. might be dividing up some of this more. But hey, we got that though. That is kind of a win. We're getting there. I like how this is angled too. Like this is perfect, having this angled piece here and then angle that up. That is pretty darn perfect. Guess I need to go back into working on the inside though. Because I do need to have this rather hooked on. That would be kind of a good thing if it was hooked on. I just took out like a 2x6 there. Ran pretty well back there. I think there is the... no, there was definitely some modified. Oh, okay. Nope, we can... Oh, wait, no, the brick modified I do need to keep. That I need to pull forward. Put that back. Show all. No, show all besides that. And that does run across there. So we can use that to our advantage to just simply do that. Plus some brick rounds. Attach onto there. And that'll be pretty good for, well, a few things. We have so much body filling and other things to do here. Try and get things to look decent. I think it'd be better to do plate rounds in here. Plate, and then I can hopefully more or less just extend some plates off of here. If it doesn't go through the floor, why did you do that for? You stop having awkward connections? Alright, there we go, finally. Got the tail back on, other things back on. I just need to still continue shaping out little bits of this. Question is if I need to make this a two-parter. Guess we should make this shoot first. There's kind of a lot going on here. This shoot. Which plate? Oh, it's actually pretty darn square, isn't it? Okay. Quite fit there. Yeah, bracket wood? Plate, and then I need a tile. Oops. Select by connected, grab all this. Okay, I need this to kind of line up as best as it can, which is right about there-ish. Bring it up into it. Yeah, it's so square. Right? Or does it do anything else funky? Ah, it does even more things funky. It actually hangs down that way. Kind of angular. Oh, that's not helping anything. If that's sitting down angular like that's just this piece. All modified. Nope. Is there a wedge plate that I could use here? One of those, really? It kind of works there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to delete. I wanted to select this 2x4 plate and just kind of, I couldn't like finagle it into place, sort of. Why do I have to be angled, of all things? It's such like a not great. Thing, like it's not great. It makes it difficult to build this then. It's on like an angle. Plate. Which plate? The other one. Now, I think how we had it before with the square, I think is a lot better. Select by connected. If I hinged it up, that look terrible. That's not hitting anything. I do think it's kind of bulky for what it needs to be, but that, again, that might be just limitations that we'll have to deal with because of, well, Lego. There's a lot of things going on here. One thing I gotta deal with is, let's get some plate browns here. Connect those in at the bottom so I can get a plate modified. Those. Can I like hinge this forward, kinda? I don't think that gets me sort of what I need for this tile under here. Actually, that's close enough. Wow, that's pretty good, actually. Wow. Okay. Can work with that. Slowly getting there. Okay, so next I need these arm pieces that are kind of hanging out. I think that'll have to be Trying to think here. One thought I have is the little like L-bar plate part that this guy kind of comes out. Okay, but that's interfering with my tile. I don't think I can really hinge in the tile too much without it causing a huge... Oh, wait, no, I can. Okay, never mind. Never mind. That just works. Okay, let's just use that then. I think more or less I'm just going to use probably this plate. Hinge it up. Sort of like that. Copy mirror. I think I can't bracket or use brackets. Do need these like thresher things. There's also a plate on top. Actually, you know what? I think minifig weapon might actually have the thresher like parts that I kind of need. Yeah, like that. It might work actually to kind of look like the threshers. Right there. It's a propeller. Do we? Oh wait, no, we have Technic parts that kind of do a four-pointed star type thing. Trying to think of what else. I guess another option though is to use like a plate round and then shove tiles inside. Let's keep this though. I think that's probably my best bet. Definitely a bar that goes kind of along the bottom that I think these are sort of attached to. So maybe I just need to use minifig arms instead. Part, arm. A lot thinner than technically that's supposed to be, but hey, if it works, it works. How wide is this, technically? 4.9. Okay, so it's got a 5 long hose. Hose, 3mm, and 6 long. I need 5 long, please. 4 long. 5 long, thank you. Okay, so we have that now, and I guess more or less just use plate rounds with the clip to attach these guys on top. That's not what I want. And do a little rotation. Kind of help get them into place. Okay, so few issues. This is too upwards, so I guess we gotta like bend this down a little bit more. Kind of like that. Okay. So we have a thresher thing with the little chute and everything. Now the fun part is actually connecting this, because currently it is not connected to the rest of the model. I think I can hopefully do that from the inside. Let's just add some reinforcement plates here. Select by color. This is all mostly black, rest of that part's gonna also just be black. Color validator. There is some things that are angry. Flat silver, that's fine. Those are the bars up there. Dark pearl gray, that's fine. Hinge plate. You don't want to be black? Okay, you're just bugged out. Fine. I know those brackets can't be that color, but let's make them bright green for now. And these slopes. I guess bright light yellow? It looks so bad. It's like worn out. Ugh. Ugh. I have no choice but to use them though. Because they're literally the best part for the job. So if I do plates, I kind of need to hide some stuff on the side here. Yeah, that doesn't exactly connect like that. But that doesn't mean we can't do a bracket or something to kind of get close. That's pretty close there. And if we use tile clips, yeah, I think we can use that. Select by connected. That's not what I wanted. I want to separate the part that's actually hanging down, please. Thank you. Then we can reconnect it all. That. Select by color. That can be black. So all. There we go. We have our little brusher thing coming down. There's also like another thing happening here that we can try and figure out relatively soon enough. Like I gotta fill in some parts here. And we're not done with the rear yet. Almost there. There's a few things left to do. Namely, this part right here and this, all this jazz that's happening right here. How big is that? That's, yeah, it's bigger than a 1x1 stud. Actually, you know what? I could probably build it pretty easily. Seeing this plate, this guy. All around. Too bad. Actually, does this tombstone come in? No, it doesn't come in. Dang. Dang. How modified? It's technically needs to be like this. Needs to be like that. If I can even get this down a little bit more. There. Black. And green. I don't think I can get this, like, actually, like... super good? Maybe that'll be good enough. Question is attaching it. Oh, is that too big? Maybe. Might be actually technically too big. Wow. shrink it down a little bit. 4 by 3. Yeah, that's pretty darn close there. Close enough, at least. And I'm just thinking of how to attach it. I could probably just use a simple... Okay, but like, how simple would that be? Could probably... Okay. Hide? Delete that. Nah, that won't do. I was thinking turntable would be great. Which I could probably even just use a plate modified, maybe? Green. Like... connection. Yeah, that's too inwards. Is that merging too much? No, it's not. It's literally just on there. Okay, so that's technically the connection that we need, but that's hitting quite a few things. Something I'd rather not be doing. Round maybe? So you know what? I need to connect this plate around here and then connect to there. Yeah, that might work. Good enough. And then if I put a tile around here. Yeah, there should be a lot more going on here, but honestly, with the amount of connections we got, we don't have the luxury of actually putting it. Guess I could still kind of fit that there. So at least we have some definition that it is there. Each plane, oh, it's still angry, yep. Okay, well. I can be like that, at least. Getting somewhere with this. And we still have this other brushing thing to put here too. That box to put there. Maybe I should work on that box next. Looks like I could almost build it off of here. Yeah, no, I could. There's some things I could do here to mess with this. Only put a Technic pin. I can put like a tile around. Right there. Eh. Looks like a playground, actually. Be perfectly the length that I need. Yeah, like that. There we go. Okay. It's not hitting anything. Yeah, it's just not hitting anything. We're just barely making it. Does look like this kind of fills out a little bit more underneath here, though. Use that to our advantage by basically strengthening a lot of the connections under here. You know what? Let's put a 1x4 across here, and then slope curved. Oop. 2 of these on here. A little extra grabbing at the hinges that keep the tracks on. Yeah, we're getting there. Starting to look more like a combine. My excitement, it grows. Picnic pin, yeah. Light bluish gray, please, thank you. Okay, so for this box is kind of interesting because it has there's a lot of shape going on here. And I don't know if we can do like all the shape. I want to grab a piece though, and that piece is kind of buried in here now, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Nope, that doesn't work. What about a pneumatic piece? Pneumatic T-piece, please? Okay, maybe that'll be good now. Let's see, I need a brick modified. Yep, that seems pretty good. I think I can just really steal this piece. That kind of gets me most of the way in the box. And then I guess this slope kind of gets me the rest of the way in the box. Well, adjust that down a little bit. There we go. Aren't any reason you're not using rubber tracks? Guess I didn't think about it, honestly. Oh, rubber tracks are really hard to like roll though. They like to stay pretty well solid in their shape and location. I guess that is one downside of having rubber tracks. Also, welcome blockheads, if I didn't say it before. So the plastic ones? Plastic, depends on what surface you're rolling this on. If you're rolling this on like a slippery surface, yeah, they don't really roll. But if you do have some grip, they generally do roll. Like on like a rug, something like that. It should roll. But yeah, if you're like rolling it across like Lego roads or something like that, it's just gonna slide. So I think plastic tracks are, yeah, too big. Too big. Yeah, they're all Oh, good. Quite a few studs more longer. Anyways, we got this little box done now. Hide that. Black, and then this little thing would be liquid gray. It's another detail done. Several details that still need to be done. Guess I need to fill out around here. Means I probably need to hide or remove the axle temporarily. Fill out there. No detail I need to do around here. There is something that needs to happen here. I guess it's just more filling in on the other side too. And then this little bar and another bar. That'll kind of fill in some of the rest of that. I guess starting off, these tires can hide. That's a problem. Hold on. There, reveal that. Thank you. The set needs to be... Technically, it doesn't need to be that. I probably can use some brick modifieds in order to actually build off of some of that thickness so that we can see right around here. You know what? I should just hide you, grab this whole wheel section, and remove it. Ah, I didn't grab everything though. Come on, grab it. There we go. Okay, so that whole wheel section can just go over there for now. Now I can sort of roughly better see what I'm doing. It's not a huge win. Well, oh, that plate went too deep in there. I can't grab it anymore. Plate like that, and it looks like I gotta do probably a wedge plate. Then I gotta do something else to connect the to this other thresher part thing, whatever's going on here. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Am I hitting stuff? Yeah, technically I am. That is unfortunate. Okay. That means I gotta use a bunch of plate rounds then. Or brick rounds. Mirror. And that'll just pull this down just a little bit. It's actually probably exactly what it needed too. Adds a little bit more support. Okay. So that's small win. Not a huge win. Small win. And I need to kind of help close up some of this that's going on here. There's a lot of gaps here. There's the wedge plate. I guess the wedge plate technically needs to go out even a plate more. Sorta. Oh, wait, I can use brackets. Huh. I can use brackets. Hold on. Idle that. I can use a bracket for this because that's actually can be pushed out just a little bit more. Bracket. Okay. Downwards and upwards. So that should be a lot more perfect there. And we can... You know what? Do I have a lot of space? I do not have a lot of space. I should have a lot of space to use an L tile. Should be good enough. Happy mirror. Set on the other side. Show all. Yeah, that's a bit better. There we go. Oh, that is definitely hitting. Trying to gap fill a little bit of some stuff here. That up there as well. Okay. So now we got to do the little bar thing with the other thresher thingies. Whatever this is. That doohickey in particular. Oops, that doesn't work. Yeah, it's a little too wide. Plate round, maybe? Oh, no, I could probably just... Honestly... Yeah, no. I think I have a better idea. Our friend! You, my good sir. Okay, that goes way too far down. Okay. That doesn't work exactly how I kind of had hoped. Oh, that's a little better, though. Okay, grab all that. Cappy mirror. This is This is kind of getting in the way of allowing the tires to rotate, which is a little bit of an unfortunate problem. Should still be able to rotate at least a little bit for some dynamic poses. But hey, having some rotation is better than no rotation. 4, that needs to be a 5, so we can steal from this one. Oh, it's actually like perfectly a 5. Okay. And then, honestly, these little... Oh, they're like turbos almost looking things. No, that's not helping anything. Feel like I need to move the connection points back. That's something that kind of needs to happen. Can I use a 4 long bar here now? Nah, it's probably a 3 long bar now. Oh, it's not even a 3 long bar. Oh, goody. Do you just connect to like actual like parts? There we go. Thank you. Cappy mirror. Just nope. Stop that. Move all the way over. Thank you. That doesn't really give me a whole lot to connect to, but I should still be able to do something here. Eh. Eh. Something isn't a whole lot of anything. At least I can kind of separate these out, though. Not a whole lot I can do, really, is there? So like hinges down further? We're still not limiting anything. I just think I just need to put saucers, honestly. We're not gonna have like the full definition of like the turbo looking things. Oh, those can't even actually go there. Problem after problem. I don't even think I could put like plate round like 2x2s in here. Yeah, like that's even too big. I don't know, I guess maybe just that? That's like not enough. It'd be nice to have something just a little bit more. Just trying to think of what exactly I could put down there, because there isn't like very much space at all. Wheels are too big, weights are too big, saucers are too big. Unless I, of course, like extend the position of these way out. I always attach it from like the top. Yeah, that might be the answer. Let's just go from way up the tippy top, and then I can put my saucers. Action point. Thank you. Over there. Grab the 5 long hose. Copy paste. And that's probably roughly evened out. Back there a little bit. And saucer time. Select by color. Oops. All of that. Black. Hide you and slap the. So you know what? I need a submodel. That kind of separate for now. Here we go. It's looking pretty good. We're just missing the little the bars that kind of go around and make up the tail lights and stuff, but that's about it. For in the rear, we just got the top to build up. I guess without further ado, we should probably start building out. Starting to the cab. Got a lot of filling in to do here. But heck yeah. Almost there. Actually, wait, no, I'm forgetting something major right now. And that is the fact that I need a connection point on this side. There's some details on this side yet missing still. Oops. Plate round. I don't think I can put too long plate round here. No, not. I can put this guy though. Yeah, and that'll kind of help square up some things and keep them straight-ish. Okay, and now I just need a tile. Tile round, you, my good sir. Technically, it should be going up a lot higher in there, but I don't know if I can. I don't have anything to really do that with. So I just do like a fully square tile, and that is hitting. All right. Partially round tile it is then, since that doesn't quite reach up into there. I guess next then would be this bit that is kind of coming across, which I think I know exactly how that needs to go there. Almost, yeah, almost exactly needs to go across there. Ah, dang, that doesn't actually go across there like that. Oh, and that's of course hitting the track thing. Can't win. Nope. Actually, you know what? We could probably attach something here. You have a spot back there-ish. Maybe it would just be smarter to actually attach it here. You know what? That's actually probably just a smarter idea. Or the slopey bit, and actually attach the little bar going across here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Guess without further ado, bar and second bar. Close enough. Close enough is good enough sometimes. It's too long. Actually, no, it's not. I just rotated it down just a little bit so it's not clipping into everything. Hide that, get rid of that. And select by color. Black. There we go. Now we have a lot of the lower detail in place. Yeah, that's all good. We can figure out ladder and other things later. It is cab time. The cab sorted a little bit. Feels like I need to use wedge plates. Yeah, more or less. And is it odd number or is it even? We're gonna make it even. Because it's gonna be way too difficult to make it odd. Yeah, it'd be way too overcomplicated to make it even. That's technically not how I should actually be doing this. Do these come in lime? No, they do not come in lime. That is kind of a problem. Little guest seat. There's definitely some proportion stuff that's gonna be funky about this, no matter what way I cut it. Okay, so next I need, I think it's like a hinge plate, honestly. You, my good sir. So I think I'm minifig's steering wheel is going to. Minifigs are a bit on the chunky side. Yep. So interior wise, there's going to be some very much interpretation. Yeah. The size difference. Anyways, gotta go. See you later, dude. Alright, thanks for stopping by, man. I technically would like to have this. The other part, too, is getting this ladder to do its thing of moving around. That's complicated. Yeah, and I need that to be there too. I have to have that there, basically. Okay, I should probably hide the model so I can actually look inside and try and work on this. And I'm seeing a small problem already arising, which is not great. I do think I need this just normally attached, not awkwardly, weirdly attached like I was trying to go with it. So that will help me out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, no. There we go. Okay, now I think I got it. A little flimsy on those outside edges, but hey, it's kind of better. This will just be black, please. Some of this interior it will also be black. Yeah, you don't come in lime, so there's black there too. Oops, I should probably put these back where they belong. There we go. For the most part, because yeah, this is like bracketized. So actually trying to infill that will be kind of a pain. Guess we'll have some gaps. And we're probably gonna have to just live with said gaps. Tile, tile, yeah. White. Yeah, more or less, we basically just put a minifig seat like right there, and hope that a minifig can sit in that seat. Utensil. Scrolled up, and that caused problems. Oh boy. Where is the minifig seats? There they are. Jeez, I must have scrolled past them several times. That's gonna be kind of spicy if we can get a minifig in there. Oh yeah, we also got that rear window right there. Put in there. I think we can get it in there. Guess on this side. What is that? Is this like just a stud with a tile on the side? Maybe I should be more focused on the shape of the cab. How we have this kind of shape going on right here. So more or less these should be replaced, and the that should be like that with a slope, I guess. Yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that like that. Replace these two right here. But actually, no. I stand corrected. I need to have at least one of those back to being a plate so I can have the little control stand thing. Which isn't a whole lot besides probably... Because there is some monitor thingies there. I don't think I can really put a monitor thing. Yeah, no. Put that there. And maybe like a tile on top. Little control stand on the side. Actually, that has a control stick thing, so we can put that there for that control stick. Interpret it somehow. Anyways, though, I have been streaming for 2 hours now, which means that is our usual ending time. But hey, look at that. We have, I should probably file save while I still can. We have our Claas Lexion coming together slowly but surely. We completed a lot of the rear. It's just mostly the cab and like the top part that we need to be done now. So it is getting there, slowly but surely. So yeah, guess without further ado, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I will see y'all again next time. Enjoy the rest of your day / evening, depending on where you're on the world. Take care, and yeah, bye bye.